Yo guys, got part 2 of the day going in here to Toastmasters, working on my skills. Right? Gotta continuously be developing yourself. So, hi Amanda, how are you? It's okay. We can edit you out later. Do personal development. You can always find easy things. This is a free, well not free, but it's a relatively cheap club that you get into if you want to practice your public speaking, speech, leadership skills, oral communication skills. So as I continue trying to progress as a motivational speaker, and I want to be able to put out the best kind of product I can. If you really believe in something that you're doing, then go out there and try and be the best at it. So even though I feel like I'm pretty good at it as it is, I still go in and practice and try and find ways to get better. So come on along, I'll show you a little something. His objectives today are to research and analyze an abstract concept, theory, or historical force, or a social/political issue. Present the ideas in a clear, interesting manner. 6 to 8 minutes long.
Things into their own hands. The word comes from the French. It is what the linguists would call a loan translation. English does this a lot. If you don't have a word, we just borrow one and stick it right in. All right. So I want to talk about people who really take things into their own hands. Does anybody want to hazard a guess as to how Act 1, Scene 1 of this drama gets started? Statistically speaking.
Someone
No
has
guesses?
an idea?
With a failure.
Idea, okay. Please.
With a failure.
With a failure. That's part of the development. Statistically speaking, it's because somebody gets fired. And they say, the hell with it. I will do blank, because I know how to do it better than blank who just fired me. Well, the first act of the play is called Blunder and Wonder. They blunder into this, and oh gosh, it's actually working. A few scotches 40 years later will be remembered as the good old days. But while it's happening, it's hell on earth. The workflow chart looks something like this. I'm the entrepreneur. I'm here in the middle. Everything goes out here and comes back through me. If he gets over the limitations of doing everything oneself, the reason they hire employees is because they can't do everything themselves. They go on to the next phase, which is thunder. Looks something like this, a pep talk late in the afternoon. I built this company. None of you people did. In fact, I ought to just fire all of you right now, just to prove that I can start it all over. None of you people have helped me. Later that same evening, during his cocktail hour, I'll tell you what, this afternoon, I told my people that they're worthless. I just fire them all. Now, this morning, the banker came by. He wanted more collateral. They never have enough. They just take and they take. And suppliers, they're all trying to rip me off. The customers, they always want more. I gotta chase them for money. The government, all those agencies, the IRS, take half of what I make. And what do they do to deserve it? Nothing. And Junior, I'm gonna tell you something. You're gonna listen. You for a change, you better listen when I tell you something. If you play your cards right, someday all this will be yours. I don't think it's funny, I'm being serious here. I don't see that happening, because you're a loser, you're never going to amount to anything, so I don't really see too much hope for what I've built. The same thing goes for your sister. It's really hard to try and convince a self-made man to do something different or better. Third phase, which is Act 3. Can you hazard a guess what it's called? It rhymes with the first 2 phases. Plunder. It's either plunder or it's succession. There's no middle ground. Anybody who has tried to sell a business finds out real fast that there's a whole culture out there that buys and sells businesses like we buy groceries. They're like the vultures of the corporate world. They're out there like we see kiting around, and if they see a squirrel that's got a broken leg and a bad eye, oh dear. Well, they love to swoop in on little companies where the owner is sick, he doesn't have any succession plan, they can pick up the business on the cheap. If Junior is still in the picture, there's a conflict. He wants to get with the times, expand, innovate, or the business is going to fail. Do you think that this is just something that applies to small businesses? Take another look at the picture in the Marriott. Next time you go to a Marriott, there's a picture of the old man and his son. He's got this rolled up blueprint. Well, he had to Photoshop him out because he's not even in the picture anymore. So it applies to a lot of businesses. Anyway, now you know about the stereotypical entrepreneur, and now that you know it, you can't unknow it.
Guys, so excited to see everybody again. It's been a while since I've been up here, and it feels good, man. There's glory up here, the energy. I love it. So today we'll be talking about Joel Longstreet, one of my favorite speakers in the room. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. I hope I ain't hurt no his feelings, but Joel, you're amazing. You're really great. So we'll get right into it. Today, Joel spoke about abstract concepts and his objectives. Don't live for your future. Live into your future. You know, and I know that just sounds like cheesy, and it is because I kind of wrote it that way, but live into your future, not for it. You know, that means to create what a dream life for you would be. Know what it would be in your head. You know what the things that you need are, the benchmarks that you need to hit in order for you to be happy. But what you shouldn't do is get so concerned in those things that you forget to live in your moment, you know, and that you forget to appreciate the present of, now. So a lot of times our brains, we get so consumed in what's going to happen next, or when I get to the next level, when I get this, I'll be happy, or when I reach this level, then I'll be successful or complete. It never really works like that, guys. We all have dreams and ambitions, and we're all chasing something out here. But if you don't choose to be happy right now, at the place that you're at right this second, and you'll never be happy. Once you get to the next level, there'll always be something else you'll be looking at, where our minds are stuck either in the past, regretting or worrying about the things that happened that we can no longer change or have no longer any bearing on our life now, or concerned in all the ways that we're going to grow and be. When you get there, you'll be there. And if you change yourself so much to plan for your future, but live in your present moment, to enjoy your present experiences and your interactions with others, to be present, when you get there, man, you'll enjoy all those things all that much more. So, appreciate you guys. We'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Friday, we work every day around here. Take it easy. What is up, everybody? Today is Friday. I got my whole squad in here in the office today, and we're going to be doing some real fun stuff, man. We got some photo shoots planned. We got some videography things. We're going to be doing some promo shoots for our girl Vic the Titan. We should be catching up with Rick Moore today as well. So should be some pretty good stuff for you guys to sit in on, and I'm going to try and talk as much as I can throughout the day and drop some nuggets of wisdom, whatever the case may be. But today I want to talk to you guys about teamwork. Yeah, good old generic, good old-fashioned teamwork. I'm the one that comes on this camera every day and puts my face here so that you guys can see it and the messages flow through me. But the only way that I've been able to build this, and the only way that we continuously grow and are able to really take on the world and take on, all the challenges that come along with entrepreneurship, I couldn't do this by myself, guys. I've recruited a lot of great, talented young gentlemen around me who are skilled in whatever it is that they do in their own passions. And so I just, first of all, I want to remind you today, make sure you take a second to appreciate those people around you who are helping you grind on your thing. A lot of times it might be like your significant other. My wife, a long time before I had a partner or a team or whatever the case would be, it was just me and my wife. And I just had a dream. And she never not once questioned that dream's ability to become reality. She never put seeds of doubt in my head. She never put me in positions that would not allow me to chase that dream. So having that support system is one thing I say I have a leg up on people in the world. If it wasn't for my parents, my wife, my brother, my friends, all these people in my life, I wouldn't be here right now. And I definitely wouldn't be having my sights on the goals that I have now without the team backing me. But at the same time, the team around you speaks volumes to what your inside or your internal frequencies are, right? So what I mean by that is you today too as well. If you appreciated the ones that you love, go ahead and also take stock of people that you might not like, right? Or people around you who you feel are sucking or draining energy from you, right? The reason being is the people that you spend the most time around is who you will become. The person that you are right now is attracting the people around you into your life. You have to understand that you are a magnet. So all the opportunities that are coming to you, all the friends and things that you make that come into your life, the relationships that start are not by accident. People don't just trip and fall into new friends. People don't just, it comes with what you're putting out into the universe will attract other people who are like-minded, right? Like attracts like. So if you don't have a team, if you don't like your team, if your team's shit, if they suck, if, whatever, you can't get nobody who's dedicated to your mission or, I hear all kinds of stuff. Man, Rod, how do you get people to be so down for your cause? Because I'm down for my cause. Because I'm down for their cause. It starts from the inside. I put that out, loyalty, friendship, excitement, entrepreneurial. The only reason I'm able to attract other young entrepreneurs is because I'm here being a young entrepreneur. So if you're sitting at home and you're not doing your passion or, you're not acting on it, you're not thinking on it on a constant basis, if you're not putting that out into the universe, chances are that's why you're not finding people to back you. And if you're finding the wrong people, well then chances are it's because you're putting out some kind of vibe that's, whatever you're getting back. I'm not going to say it's negative, but whatever you're getting is what you're giving. So it really always starts from the inside. So if you want to attract a great team, you need one. Step one, you are not going to be able to build anything by yourself. It's just impossible. This world that we work in is built on the fabric of codependence and coexistence and working together, right? There isn't no one single cell in the body, right? The body's made up of multiple trillions of cells. Same thing goes with any project, any mind. One man can't do it alone. So you will need to recruit help, but the good news is that help is out there, and finding good quality people, good quality friends to start a team is easier than you think, man. Just start from the inside. Make yourself the person you want to be friends with, right? The more you become that, the things that you like about other people and less of the things that you don't like, those will be the people that are around you. And some people who are a lot like your older self or whatever the case may be might shed away, but just know that there's new people always on the horizon. So, with that being said, it's teamwork. Today, Friday, we'll dive back in a little bit later during the photo shoots. We're going to check some stuff out, man. I love you all. Good night. Because it don't really look like that, So although the live was great because I couldn't fake the things that were happening during the show, I couldn't bring the kind of value that I wanted to because I just only had 1 second, only had 1 hour of 1 week. And building a business is a lot more than 1 hour in one fucking week. It's a constant, non-stop grind. But nothing's built in a day, nothing's built in a second, nothing's built in a month, really. It's about what are your actions going to accumulate over time. The little steps that you're taking day in, day out. The sitting out here in the hot, fucking sweaty sun, taking these dope-ass pictures out here, whatever. I don't know. Whatever you're doing that are grinding on, how are you going to accumulate over time, man? So many of our problems come just from us looking on a micro scale. like we were just talking about this earlier with some of these guys. Some of these guys want to be great, man. They want to be the world's greatest. I know I do. I want to be one of the best of all time. I don't look at myself in the scope of like, oh, how big is the Austin scene, or how big, like, Gary Vee, all those dudes, Tony Robbins. I'm trying to whoop all their asses, dog. Like, I'm trying to make it to where ain't nobody ever heard anything inspiring and motivational come out of anywhere but RodthePlanter. I'm not just at that level. I mean, I want to be president one day. Really, I don't want to be president, but I want to be able to influence the president, right? I want to be able to make decisions for the world because I feel like my philosophy is better than a lot of people's, I believe in positivity. I believe in connection and creativity and hard work and dedication and fun and, I don't know, man, joy and energy and passion, all these things, that's what I believe in. I think the world needs more of it spread. So I go hard every single motherfucking day on my shit, and then people are like, well, don't you get tired? Don't you get, no, I don't. Because this is what I absolutely fucking love to do, I love to teach. I love to just, I don't know, be me, trying to find the best way to be me. And I hope you guys are out there too. Do not get lost in somebody else's fucking system, because you have something to share with the world. You have something to create. You have something to be. And if you're too busy working and grinding for somebody else's fucking shit, when are you ever going to come out here and make that for us? We need it. The whole world needs it. So, take that. Most people got such a negative connotation on life out here these days. Like, everything's going to fuck them. Everybody else is fucking them. Whatever. I can't get ahead because of this. And my girlfriend sucks this, and my boyfriend won't fucking listen to me here, and all those problems. Micro scale, dog. When you're looking at your legacy from a generational standpoint, like we talked about, like if you're trying to be the greatest of all time, do you think the time that guy cut you off in traffic on a Friday afternoon is really that serious? I mean, think about to your first relationship when you broke up. It probably felt like the whole world was crushing in on you, Like that girl, you never find another girl who'd be like that girl or whatever, that was the best relationship. And then 2-3 years down the road, just fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. So it's like that. Your problems are never really all that big. It's just how much are you magnifying them? How much are you magnifying just a little pinprick that is that's the laws of polarity, as I talk about sometimes. Is things are never really as grand, never really as hard as they seem. Never really anything. Things are just what they are. It's all about what are you putting into it? How much energy are you putting into it? What is up, everybody? It's Monday morning. I'm RodthePlanter, and I am so excited to be in the office today. It's the Nebuchadnezzar, of course. I got my whole crew. We're working with jamming. Hey, we had a crazy weekend. We did some photo shoots. We did some chilling, some relaxing. That was absolutely fantastic, man. But just a really energetic weekend and just a great time with some great people. I'm about to start work today, and I'm a mindset, and I guess what I wanted to think about when I did some laps this morning in the pool, and I think that's a really great workout, especially as early as it was. It was about 6 a.m. Getting those laps in the pool, I was really be able to think and kind of flush some ideas through my mind. But something that has kind of come up over the weekend, or I guess something that I hear quite often, is people always asking, like, man, Rod, how are you always so happy? Why are you always so over the top excited or energetic or whatever the case may be? They're like, how do you do that all the time? I mean, so I wanted to touch a little bit on that and maybe just kind of give you guys some insight as to like how and why I am that way. I mean, first off, I wanted to dispel the rumor, the myth. I am not always happy. I'm not like 1,000, like every single second of every single day, this amped up or whatever the case might be. I'm just like everybody else. I move through a range of states. But the difference between, I think, me and a lot of other people in the world, and there's people who are like me, but you have to understand that you're not hardwired to be happy. Like your brain, there's no mechanisms inside your brain that require that you be happy. That you be joyful or exuberant or whatever, to have passion or energy. There's nothing like that. The brain, the human brain, is more about homeostasis than anything. It's about survival, right? And it's just about keeping you content, just alive, essentially. Everything else is up to you. It doesn't care about sadness either, to tell you the truth. So, I mean, the polarity's there. Its only main job is to keep you alive. So it uses fear and pleasure to do those things, right? It uses pleasure to seek you to be comfortable, and just like, relax, like come home from work and like, oh, we're so tired and drained from work, so now we need to relax or decompress, right? That's the pleasure center of the brain that just says, hey, we like comfort, we like the same, right? You ever hear people afraid of change, don't like change, or whatever the case may be? It's the truth. Most of us don't like to change. It's not, like I said, ingrained in our brain every day to be trying to upheave everything or to, disrupt the flow. So, with that being said, I've trained myself to be this way. Like I said, I do move through a range, but my range of emotions goes from like here to here. It goes from like, content, or like really more above content, like pleasurable, to like jack to the ceiling mod sun style. Like, that's about it. But I don't really go too far down into like negative feeling emotions or things that I feel like drain me or pull me down. Not that I don't have those feelings, but I just don't choose to embrace them. I think that's the thing that people don't understand is you can fight it. Through training and through practice and through, conditioning your thoughts, you can create a mindset that is happy and joyful all the time, that is excited to be here, and I think if you want to set out on a road to doing that and you want to really feel exuberant and joyful all the time and really happy, I think the fundamental building block of that is gratitude. It's gratitude. It's thankfulness. I think it is so ridiculously hard to be sad, to be angry, to be tired, all these like negative, draining emotions. I think it's impossible to feel that way if you're always trying to look at the things that are amazing out here. And if you start to develop this attitude of gratitude, as they say, you always thankful for something, thankful for the moment. Everything that seems like it's a hard or a struggle, you'll start to realize like, man, you know what? At least I'm breathing. At least I got air. There's cats out here who are stuck in, stuck in a prison cell, who are about to die. One of the things I love to do, and not love to do, I guess it's kind of fucked up in its own way, but I guess my point is, sometimes if I'm feeling down, I'll imagine that somewhere around the world, somebody is drowning to death right now. While I'm crying about McDonald's fucking up my order, somebody's fighting for their life. Somebody out there, somewhere in the world, whether it be from a gun wound or something, but somebody out there is taking their last breaths on this earth while you're complaining, while you're upset, while you're letting the negativity of the world get you down. Somebody else won't ever get a chance to come back from that. And you gotta think that, because at any given moment, that could be you. You could be the guy escaping your last breath. So it puts things into perspective. Of course you're like, well, that doesn't make me feel very good. Sorry. No, it's not. But my point is, it will put your problems, your gripes, negativities, whatever is drawing you down, sucking you, he sucks, she sucks, the world sucks, any of that stuff. I'm so tired, I can't, I won't. You can really train yourself to just get away from those mentalities by forcing yourself or proposing the positivity side. At first, it is really fake. You really have to try really hard at it. But over time, you develop this mentality that just always seems to look at the bright side, always looks for the solution, always looks for the way to contribute or to give, So try it, man. Try it. If you like the smile you see on my face all the time, it lasts about 90% of the 95% of the day. I love to share that positivity and energy, and people are attracted to me because of that, So if you really want to use that power in your own world, in your own life, you can't just fake it. You got to really build it inside, internally, and that starts by just thinking all the time, what can I be grateful for? What can I be excited about or joyful about? And that's it. All you gotta do is choose. At any given moment, there's a bunch of shit in this world that you cry about. So many things. So many people die in destruction. Like I said, people cut you off. You get hurt. You stub your toe. Your phone doesn't work. There's a million different things. I hear it all the time. Oh, today somebody I dropped my phone in the toilet. Now my life's ruined. Dude, it happens to all of us. You can look for those things. But, like I said, we naturally do look for those things because our brain is hardwired to do that. But you can choose. You have to force yourself. Your brain's not going to just do it for you. You have to control to say, hey, I'm going to find a positive to this. I'm going to find a way out of this. I'm going to find something, anything to shed light on this. And the more you do that, the more it becomes a habit. And that's all we are. We're all just a series of habits, We're just all a big old pile of habits. So if you want to be happy, happier life, more efficient, more productive, more whatever. If you want more train more in that area, right? You know, and just instill that idea more. You don't have to, you don't have to see the manifestations of it, you know. Your life could be shit. I'm not saying your life's not shit. Some people's lives are shit. It can be that way. But inside your mind doesn't know that. Your mind doesn't have to know that. It could be whatever you want it to be. You create whatever kind of dream, whatever kind of vision you want to. And so just like the lens on this camera, you know, it can adjust the way you see my face. You can adjust the way you see the world if you just work on the lens that you're looking through. So, hey, with that, man, we're going to get to work. I hope you're jamming and vibing with us today, and I hope you're enjoying all the content. I'm trying to talk to you a little bit later, man. Drop some more nuggets.